The Leo and Danny show. You want to get into Leo's
Oh God,
things?
first I want to ask how do you categorize somebody a sex addict? What is that? What does that actually mean?
That's a great question. So somebody who struggles with compulsive sexual behaviors, or sex addict as it's called in colloquial terms, really it's just like any other addiction, right? They're preoccupied with it. Mm-hmm. They've tried to stop and they can't. It's causing negative consequences in their life, and they still can't stop. They develop a tolerance, meaning they need more and more, either intense or more frequent, to get the same kind of high or orgasm. And when they do stop, they experience withdrawals. So they get irritable, grumpy, can't sleep, can't eat, get pissy.
It's borderline. It's borderline.
It's not borderline. This is you, Leo.
It sounds like me. It sounds like me. The way I was on a reality TV show. There's been negative things that have come to my life because of a sex addiction, I think, as well. But I was on a reality TV show, and there was a lot of women that were thrown at me a little bit, and I had a lot of fun. But before that, I always put myself in situations where I was going to be around a lot of women, where I had an opportunity to have a lot of fun with a lot of women. And I would sometimes go for girls. I would have like a girl that I would be hooking up with, that I would have sex with, and then oftentimes I would have numerous partners that I would just do, like I would have them kind of service.
Do you want me to put it in blunt terms?
Go ahead, man.
Leo's got a problem with receiving oral sex from women in parking lots.
Not in parking lots, but just like very.
It's a good way to put it.
In opportunistic spaces.
Exactly. Public. It can be at home, but it's quick. It's like. Yeah. It's very like, I'm here to just do this. I find girls that just want to do that for me or whatnot. And sexting has been a problem in relationships because I've had, issues being faithful because I cheat when I sext, or sometimes get with a random blowjob. Like, there are girls that have been in my life for many years that just do that kind of thing. And it has been very difficult.
Blowjob fairies, we call them.
God, that is not what we call them. But it has been a problem in my relationships. It's been I did it at work, and I was let go because that got hairy. So it's been a problem.
There have been consequences.
There's been consequences. So I don't masturbate to porn very often. I don't have like any porn addiction. I do like sexting a lot. I do like when a girl sends me nude pictures and even calls me daddy or whatnot. Sure. Yeah, and I think that it's something I've loved. That Danny has been trying to help me with this for a long time, and he referenced.
And I've got the credentials.
Well, he's also very much he understands me because he's very much. In many ways, an addict is like me, but not to the point. He's helped. He's shaped his life where it helps him more than it hinders him now. But there's a chapter in Think and Grow Rich where he talks about, Napoleon Hill talks about using it in your life, that addiction, not the addiction, but the drive to have sex to further your life forward, and put it off to gain, to have some success and whatnot. But it has definitely been something that, I've gotten better with it. I'm 34 now. It's definitely in my mid-20s. I was, sexting so often, and all I would do was work out and then try to like get girls to come over to my house, basically, for many years. And I thought of it like this: like, I don't have a drinking problem. I don't smoke marijuana incessantly. My drug, the thing that I want, or the thing that my vice per se is sex or blowjobs, and combining it with
blowjobs in front of Best Buy.
It's not in front of Best Buy
specifically. That's your spot.
It was anywhere that it would happen. I do like the car. Yeah, sure. The car's fun. It's like mysterious and naughty and whatnot. But that's been my relationship.
The element of risk really can add a lot of extra dopamine. It's adding an accelerant on an already hot fire.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
That was very honest of you, Leo. Leo gave you a very honest rundown. It felt like you two were in a couch. You were on a couch. She was on the chair with a clipboard.
I've needed therapy forever.
Yeah.
But I've never done it because, I come from an Italian South American family where therapy is frowned upon, and not just frowned upon, but almost not believed in, you know, and everybody in my family needs therapy, especially me. But yeah,
she's
I'm
going
from
to
an Italian family, so I understand.
Yeah, you understand, yeah.
And for that outburst, you're going to find a Venmo request for $350 from her after the show.
That's your rate, right? Very that's awesome.
It depends on my
Right.
what the circumstances are. But this is not a therapy session.
Of course,
this is a conversation.
So Leo, if I can try to distill this all down, it seems like you're flirting with the consequences part of the sexual addiction definition.
Sure.
Staying faithful to girlfriends and not being able to is a consequence of your drive to have sex. Getting fired from jobs is a consequence. Not being as productive during the day or during the week is a consequence.
Yep.
So what do you have to say about that, Doctor? What's the next step for Leandro?
Well, I mean, for anyone who recognizes that there have been negative consequences because of their sexual behavior in their life and they've tried to stop and they can't, I mean, this is the point of intervention where I would say maybe working with a therapist could help you, a certified sex addiction therapist specifically.
Which is, you are a certified sex addiction specialist.
Yep. But also, if therapy is something that you can't afford, there are some providers who have really great online courses that you can take.
That's great.
Also, there are really great fellowships out there, like Sex Addicts Anonymous, that you can go to, and that's free. And, you know, there's a lot of recovery in the rooms. And when people really start redefining their relationship to sex, they have such a wellspring of, first of all, deeper intimacy with themselves, and then really great intimacy with partners and hotter sex than they ever imagined before. Right. Now, it shows up a little bit different than most of their addicted or ritualized sex did, but most people that I work with who are in their recovery are really grateful to have a different relationship to sex once they have some traction.
Oh, I would be happy to. It like you said, it's caused, for sure, it's caused depression in my life and all the above. I mean, yeah, the thrill, the hedonist kind of lifestyle is fun for that moment.
Of course.
But then it goes away immediately and then you just need more. And yeah, that's been a problem that I need to definitely, I've cried on this podcast before. It's always in the back of my mind, but yeah, it's something that I do need to address at some point in my life. And I'm getting up there. So, my girlfriend's great. She tries to, you know, she deals with a lot of shit and she has dealt with a lot of shit, but, yeah, I thank you. It's great to hear it from you and the free, I mean, I could probably afford one session a year at $350 and then, you know, maybe a couple, but yeah, it would be great to definitely talk to somebody about it.
And the problem with the free Sexaholics Anonymous thing is we're going to go try to shoot a video there now that you've given us this idea.
That is a great idea.
That was the first thing I thought is we're
allowed.
They would not let us shoot, but that's so funny. Yeah, hidden camera.
Yeah, we do it surreptitiously. Don't worry, we find ways.